European finance ministers meeting here in Brussels are expected to discuss cutting Greece's overall debt for the first time. It's currently reached 180% of Greece's GDP, in a country whose GDP has fallen by a quarter since the beginning of the crisis 6 years ago. Now, giving Greece any debt relief has been taboo since the beginning of this crisis. Countries like Germany, who fear making heavy losses on the more than 250 billion euros that they've lent Greece since the beginning of the crisis, are extremely reluctant to give it any debt relief. The German finance minister Wolfgang Schäuble is extremely worried about the political impact in his own country if Greece is allowed to have a debt haircut, as it's called. But the IMF are insisting it must happen, otherwise Greece will never get back on its feet economically. The country's European creditors have been insisting that it needs to hit a 3.5% primary surplus target by 2018. And the IMF says the most that can possibly be hoped for is 1.5%. But we just can't expect Greece to make any more sweeping budget cuts, they say. The Greek government forced through another 5.4 billion euros in cuts on Sunday, despite tens of thousands of Greeks taking to the streets to protest against it. That government, of course, is very much opposed to further austerity measures and says it cannot possibly force through any more. So there's a lot at stake at this meeting today when we wait to see whether or not Europe's creditors can agree to give Greece any debt relief at all. Greece got some support from an unexpected quarter over the weekend when Sigmar Gabriel, the German economy minister, said that Greece would have to be given some relief on its debt. Otherwise, it would never be able to get back on its own 2 feet again. So we see that even in Germany, some opinion is changing, is softening a little, if you will, towards Greece. We'll wait and see whether an agreement can be reached today. Greece has got until July the 20th to reach an agreement on a new bailout deal with its creditors. That's when its next debt repayment is due.